one important announcement I gotta make here, okay? Forgot to tell you guys earlier. Starting December, this month, moving forward. All right, good morning. What's up? Sumner Healey from Leah. I haven't done one of these vlogs in a very, very long time. So we're gonna try something new today. I am running late, actually. I'm about to catch a flight to Dallas to go to a subdivide, kind of value add land mastermind for the weekend. It's a mastermind that Clint Turner's putting on. And got some of the Leah team coming out. We got Rylan, who's one of the Leah coaches, coming to meet us. Got one of his friends coming. Since last time I made these videos, I got a cute little puppy. Say hi to Sequoia. That's my baby girl over there. She's staying home alone. And frankly, it's one of the hardest parts about leaving. Anyways, guys, I don't know if you can see there, but I pack crazy light. My belief is you can always buy things wherever you're going, right? So I try to pack lean and mean, and frankly, I think I actually have a little more stuff than I want. Fly in Spirit, which you know how that goes. I'm probably gonna get charged $1 billion for bringing on 2 bags. Anyways, guys, Uber's here. Let's go. All right, guys, just made it to Dallas, and I swear to God, you cannot make this shit up. This is so weird. So last October, Sarah and I came to Clint's first event here that was in Dallas, and we literally stayed in the same exact Airbnb, not the same unit, but the same building. Right next, it's like in the government district or something like that. And what's funny is Rylan, who's a Leah coach, his friend Ryan, just coincidentally booked this place. There was no planning around that. And I'm in the Uber, I'm like, God damn, this looks so familiar, man. I mean, I've only been to Dallas once, but I'm like, getting deja vu. Sure fucking enough, I'm at the same place. It's so weird. Anyways, I'm starving. I've literally eaten hardly anything today, just straight protein. I always bring these little meat sticks with me just to have handy. That's pretty much all I've eaten. So I'm gonna go find some food. We got a bunch of work to get done. We actually just got the final bid back for one of our entitlement deals in Georgia. We're creating a 76 lot subdivision, and we just got the final quote to take it down to preliminary plat approval, and we're going to try to sell it at the pre-plat, opposed to actually getting construction drawings or actually bringing a shovel out there and developing the whole thing. So that's super exciting. Got a lot of work to go through and review. And then the team is doing some outbound for potential buyers out there. So we're going after like new home builders and developers. We're trying to get some quotes on it. From what we've kind of gotten from other developers, it sounds like 20 to 30,000 a lot is what's to be expected. And that's actually exactly what my math was. Kind of like just a general simple rule of thumb for paper lots, and it's certainly not perfect, and it really ranges market to market, but 8 to 12% of a new home's value is like a really simple back of napkin math of what you might be able to get for a paper lot, or a third of a home's value is finished lots, and then a third of that is paper lots. Again, these are just like back of napkin math, but it actually lined up pretty much perfectly. A new home's trading for like 350 to 400 out there. So I'm gonna crank through some work, but I'm gonna go find some food, and then first things first, we gotta hit the gym. You gotta get your mind right. I've been sitting all day. I know I'm not the same person when I'm stagnant. When I want to change my psychology, I first start by moving my body. That's the catalyst to me feeling and thinking different and acting different. And then tonight we got invited to go to like a little intimate dinner pre-event with Clint and his team. So it should be pretty fun. Honestly, I'm freaking exhausted. I didn't really sleep much last night, but gonna get some food, gonna work out, and then gonna rally. All right. Just got an orange juice and a sausage bacon burrito or something like that. Gonna slam this and get a workout in, but funnily enough, so I went to that Starbucks like 1.5 years ago, and I'll never forget it. I was sitting in there and I got a bill from the IRS. I remember paying it when I was in there, and it was 6 figures plus. And I remember being so sad sitting in that Starbucks just contemplating, do I really have to pay this? And yeah, I walked back in there. It was a little less sad today, but it's weird being back to the same place. I got like deja vu for days. And what's interesting is this is where Sarah and I really first kicked off our relationship. She had just come back from a month in Bali, and instead of going back to San Diego, she took a flight directly here, and we spent the week here. Rest is history. Fell in love in Dallas, which is funny. All right, I got the gym to myself. It's so dark in this gym. I don't know what the hell they're doing. That's how it was last time too, just dark as hell. It's actually pretty cool though. They got old bodybuilding posters on the wall, which you never expect in a place like this. So deadlifting right now, did a long warm up. I'm doing a little under 315. This trap bar, like you can't fit more than 3 plates on it. In fact, you can't even fit 3 plates. So I'm doing 2 45s and 135. You can't fit 3 45s on it, which makes no sense. But as far as hotel gyms go, this one's okay. I've been a hotel gym connoisseur. Tried a lot of them. This one's not too shabby. All right, while I've been in this workout, we've had 2 new Leah members join. Shout out Matt, shout out Graham. Welcome, guys. I'm pumped to have you with us. One important announcement I gotta make here, okay? I forgot to tell you guys earlier. Starting December, this month, moving forward, we're putting a cap on monthly new students inside. I hate the word students. Monthly new members inside Leah. Students just feel so degrading to me. I just don't like using that word. So every month, starting this month, 15 people, that's it. It's all we're letting into Leah. Now I might be saying something that seems like a terrible business decision, and frankly it is. It's gonna stifle our growth. The name of the game is quality over quantity. This is about impact, and when I say that, that's not bullshit. That's legit. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. And frankly, we're growing at a pace to where if we don't put the brakes on it, I know quality will start to slip. I know fulfillment will start to slip. There's only so much of me. There's only so much of the assistant coaches. I believe in a high touch experience. And fuck that, beyond a high touch experience, I believe in getting people results. And I can't do that at an insane scale. It's just not possible. And lastly, starting January 1st, 2024, prices are going up again, and they'll continue to stair step up throughout the year and throughout the years. And so if you wanna get in, you can book a call with the team at landinvestor.co/apply. No promises that when you see this, spots are available. But let's say you get on a call and you say, hey, this sounds like a good fit. I do wanna do this. If we don't have spots available that month, more times than not, you'll be able to join the following month. Or if we're really booked out, you can join 2 months out or so. And so what you can do is place a holding deposit. It's $250. It's refundable if you change your mind, and that will lock in your spot for the following month once spots open up. So the way it's gonna go is typically every month, I would say the first to second week of the month, all spots will sell out. We'll continue taking calls, continue doing strategy sessions, and those folks will just be getting on the wait list for the following month or the month thereafter. So anyways, a little bit of an update. Probably a terrible business decision, but frankly, at a certain point, money is just diminishing returns. I want to build cool things. I want to build impactful things. I feel like I'm an artist. Business is my canvas. That's what I do. And so it can't just all be about money.
You're vlogging?
Oh yeah. You inspired me. Oh yeah, go check them out on YouTube.
Check us out.
These are the real vloggers. Hey, introduce yourself. You probably know this guy on the left. Who are you?
I'm Ryan, star of the Home Office Heroes YouTube channel. Multi 6, 7, 8 figure land investor.
6, 7, and 8. What's up, guys? Another beautiful morning in Dallas, Texas. They say everything's bigger in Texas. Look at those buildings.
Oh, I
thought you were talking about Ryan. I thought you were talking about Ryan.
Recently did the lead come in?
What's up, guys? Just finishing up the conference. College.
I've done deals with people in here. I'm doing a deal right
3
now.
deals as that we're speaking.
All right, Ben, how was this?
It was great.
What was the biggest takeaway from today?
Probably just surrounding myself with other land investors. I've just been able to riff on so many different ideas with other people throughout the day.
Yeah.
That it's just been so beneficial to throw ideas, to you and Rylan.
Yeah.
And multiple other land investors throughout the day.
Yeah.
Just have that quick feedback.
Yeah.
Right.
That's the thing too. I feel like you get people in with the guest speakers, but the real value is the networking.
Oh, 100%.
Just like make your friends. Fuck, man. It's a lonely business if you don't know people. All right, gentlemen. What was the takeaway from today? Any remarks?
I like the ringless voicemail. I want
Yeah.
to do ringless voicemail on both my personal brand and land business.
I like that. Yeah. That was a big takeaway for me.
I think it's implementable in many different marketing channels.
All of them.
Yeah.
Rylan's planning on sending 1 million emails, cold emails to landowners. What about you, Ben?
We got to keep pushing past those limiting beliefs.
Okay.
We can't let those things hold us back, baby. It can't happen.
We're here with Home Office Heroes, the dynamic duo from YouTube. If you don't subscribe to them, you absolutely should. Both land investors and comedians on the side. Now we're going to a Michelin star restaurant. Ryan's paying for this. He said it was the least he could do after I bought him a Powerade. I said sure thing. Anyways, an amazing day at Clint's event.
Sumner doesn't even pay for Airbnbs.
I told you to tell me your Venmo. This guy.
We got these fish. Show them the fish. This one's from Japan, this one's from Boston, and this one's from Japan.
Why are they from different places?
Well, they try to upsell you and tell you it's from Japan, but they're really all from Boston. But that's what they call us, Japan, Boston, Japan. Oh, I dropped it.
Namaste.
All right, we got A5 Wagyu, $24 per piece. Super expensive. It's the nicest meal Ryan's ever had.
If you like this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and even leave a comment. Leave a comment for
Home office heroes.
who was your favorite character of today. Leave a comment.
We made 6 figures in the conference today, and we aren't talking revenue. Most people say 6 figures, they're talking revenue. We're talking profit. Gross. Bottom line. Home office heroes, subscribe.
Right, we're leaving the Airbnb. Ryan thought it was a good idea to book an Airbnb with a full weekend marathon going on out the window. Started at 4:30 in the morning and still going. Allegedly, Ryan's got a message. Let's go for it, Ryan.
Yeah, so Sumner was the one who said, let's book this one. Sent it to me, I booked it. He still hasn't paid me for it. But it's my fault for booking it. You're welcome, Sumner. Hope you feel good about yourself, pal.
We got Dr. Ryland closing some deals back here. Ryan, what do you think about this?
Dude, this guy's on top of his game. You see that touchscreen?
Yeah, it's fire.
Yeah.
Can you share with them what happened with the bidding war this morning? So if you guys don't know, sellers love to do this thing where they get multiple letters and they'll put everyone on an email chain. They'll CC everyone. They'll try to create a bidding war. It almost never works. Every land investor's like poo-poos it. It's probably the best one I've ever seen in my life, though.
Okay. Hello, I'm reaching out. He's interested in selling 2 parcels, probably $30,000 worth of value. Nathan comes in. The market has crashed out there. The most we could be able to offer is $1,500 for both parcels. Chris Bull comes back. I would be able to offer $1,501 for both. Tough negotiator, that Chris guy. Michael ups him. $1,502 is my best. All caps, so you can see he's serious.
Power.
I come out here hot. I'm trying to close this deal. Everyone else is just fooling around, like messing with the guy. These guys are lowballing you. $1,502.34. Give it my best. You know, I want to close this. I want to make money. That's what I'm about.
Ryland steps in. You CC Ryland.
Yeah,
He wasn't even involved initially.
Subbed Ryland in.
We thought we could create some type of anomaly where we bid each other maybe too high, then you go low.
Yeah.
We're a good cop, bad cop.
Yeah, the good cop, I've often thought the good cop, bad cop would work well. You guys split the profits, of course.
Yeah, Chris Bull, tough negotiator. This guy. This is some unethical practice. We'll see later. Damn it, this guy's good. Okay, $1,503 plus an Applebee's gift card for $20. Who else does that? Chris, absolute thinker. So you can get yourself a nice dinner. Michael steps in with maybe the hardest negotiating tactic of the year, and he didn't want to do it. He says $1,505 and my Stack Toads NFT could be worth millions one day, which is very true.
Yeah.
I mean, look at that.
I actually bought these with Michael. We lost a lot of money 3 years ago. He still got them though.
And then we have Steve calling Chris out for his unethical business practices. The Apple business, and Michael too. The Applebee's and the Stack Toads are just not playing fair, to be honest, which I agree with. You have no honor in your business. I don't know how to compete with that. I'll do $1,600 for both, but have no toads to give. So he's valuing Michael's toads at around $1,000, which is absolutely crazy.
Yeah.
And can't afford Applebee's, so that's my best. Me and him have some similarities there. We can't afford Applebee's. Nathan comes back in offering $100 worth of food stamps in addition to $1,505. Someone had already offered $1,600, so Nathan was a little late to the game there. And then we have the owner. You're all great. Thanks for filling my recycling bin all year.
Boom. That's probably the best seller negotiation piece I've ever seen in my life. All right, I'm back home. I am working on aggregating lists for 2 entitlement projects we're working on, trying to find local builders in the area for both of these projects, one in North Carolina, one in Georgia. Starting to go outbound on one of them, start trying to get LOIs, and on the other one, trying to go and figure out what do people pay for pre-plat properties, so we can kind of bake that into our underwriting. And what I've learned is builders will really kind of tell you everything. They'll tell you their costs, what they sell homes for, what their margin is, what they pay for paper lots or for finished lots. And so they're pretty much like open books. It's just you got to find them, you got to hunt them down and get that information, and then you can kind of bake that into your underwriting. So a totally new world for us, very, very different than the kinds of deals that we're used to doing. But I am home and now after a long weekend. So tired, man, so tired. So much traveling, 3 days in and out. We were there at Clint Turner's event. Super, super fun weekend. I hope he doesn't mind me sharing, but I don't think he does. I'm going to just share some of my takeaways from this event this weekend. And I know they're planning on doing more events next year, so if you guys want to go to any of their events, I definitely recommend doing so. Some of the best events in the game, really high level, like great people in the audience, great guest speakers. It's just a really high caliber room. It's like one of the few really high caliber land rooms out there, in my opinion. But I want to share some of the takeaways from this weekend because there were a lot. And it really kind of put the fire in my belly, just getting me fired up for 2024. It's a really good way to kind of kick off the end of the year, kick off the new year, I guess, rather. So let me share with you guys some of the big takeaways from this event. So one of the things was curative title and learning how to create value in deals by just getting good at title abstraction and not being scared to take on deals that have hair on them. Like right now, when we get deals that have any hair on title, when we get probate deals, when we get any of that stuff, I just push it away because it's just not my skill set. There's a guy there named Logan Fulmer. Pretty much his business essentially runs off curative title and solving title problems and airships and, all that crazy stuff. And it's just a very interesting strategy. There's so many ways to make money in the land business. And there's so many of these little adjacent strategies that you can kind of add into your business. And one of the things that was brought up this weekend that was like just an amazing point by Mr. Walt was, in your land business, are you a line cook or are you a chef? I thought that was mind-blowing. When I look at my land business, we're very much line cooks. We have a very kind of set process for everything. It's deal comes in, have all these people that help with it, deal sells, and it's just kind of like this very set process. And that's awesome, right? It's what we teach inside Leah. But I've always said, like, to grow a really big land business, like to go to multiple 7 figures or even 8 figures, I think it requires playing the game of quality over quantity, right? It's really, really hard to scale a land business doing 1,000 deals a year. At one point in my business, we were doing 300, well, maybe like 275 deals a year in that bracket, right? This is a lot of freaking deals. And so in order to go after the quality deals, which usually is going to have a higher price tag with the deals, you got to think more like a chef. You've got to get more creative with these deals because these deals, you can't go on market or off market or any market and find these things for 30, 40, 50 cents on the dollar. You've got to buy stuff that has hair on it and fixed title issues, or you've got to buy deals where you're putting in roads or subdividing them or entitling them because you're going to buy them at a higher premium, right? You might buy them at 70 or 80 cents on the dollar, but you can still make the deals work by adding value. Now, the curative title stuff, that's a little different. Those things you really can buy for pennies on the dollar. That's a little bit of a different game, like the standard value add stuff. I really do think you can pick those things up for again, pennies on the dollar. But for the most part, all of those deals, whether it's subdividing, entitling, curative title, it requires a level of creativity. It requires being a chef. And I just haven't been that in my business. And that was really inspiring. Now, I'm not looking to throw out the baby with the bathwater, right? We're not going to throw out the business that pays the bills. We're very much going to keep our process and we're going to keep our team of line cooks. But me, I'm going to try to put on the hat of becoming a little bit more of a chef. Now, not every deal is going to require my chef's touch, but there are deals that will come across our desk every month or every quarter where there's huge opportunity, and it's going to require me to think outside the general scope of how we play the game. So that was a really big deal. One of the other things that I learned this weekend was ringless voicemails, man. I've been poo-pooing ringless voicemails for the longest time. It's too dangerous. It's too sketchy. And look, it is, I think there is a level of risk there. I think it is sketchy. It's not even a gray area. Like if you get caught, you're screwed. But what I learned this weekend was getting caught is pretty hard. Now, I won't go into all the details and I'm not here to give you legal advice on what you should or shouldn't do. But if you think about it, if you're creating bespoke, original ringless voicemails and you're sending them once, theoretically, it's a very difficult thing to prove that was an automated voicemail that's populated on someone's phone. Now, I think what a lot of people do is they use the same voicemail and they send it out to 100,000 people a month, and some of those people get the same voicemail sent to them 2, 3, 4 times, and that's kind of the canary in the coal mine that says, oh, this doesn't seem genuine. So that was really interesting. Now, it's not something that I'm looking to do on a massive scale, but it is something that we're going to add into our process for working our seller leads. Now, the cool thing is if you can get someone to opt in, it kind of circumvents all the issues, right? So like that's the best case scenario is you get someone to opt in on a form. for, and you say, hey, we're going to use ringless voicemails or cold texting. And so if you get those double opt-ins, you're pretty much golden. But if we're talking about in the context of going directly to owners that haven't opted in, that's something we're going to do at a very low volume scale, but it is something that I'm excited to kind of dip my toe in the pond and try. I don't think it's going to be our tried and true one marketing channel, but it was a bit of a wake-up call to hear folks talking about it this weekend. Jeremy, who works at Learn Land, had a really good presentation about it, and it just kind of opened my eyes. I think it's part of this game, or just the game of entrepreneurship. It's like strong beliefs that are loosely held, right? I'm willing to change my mind. If someone can put great evidence on the table and say, Sumner, here's why you're wrong, okay, cool. I'll keep an open mind. And this has allowed me to continue to grow my business, right? I just learn from other folks and I keep an open mind, and I'm like a sponge. And I'm a sponge that also uses a scientific method, right? I take these ideas and I implement and I test and I test and I test. And if it works, we keep it in. If it doesn't, I get rid of it. And frankly, I'm always testing. And that's really how Leah was built, was through this lens of testing in my business. I report back the feedback and we teach our members how to do what's working. And we also share what's not working. We share stories from the trenches of what does and doesn't work. So there was a bunch of other takeaways, but those are like the ones that are really top of mind for me. And honestly, it's just fun to be with other land investors. Now, frankly, at the end of Saturday, I was done talking about land. 12 hours of land is a lot of land, especially when I heard you talk about it 24/7. But it's just cool to have friends in the community, friends that are doing similar things, people that are walking similar paths. That was not something that was a reality for me for the first 3 years in this business. That's a very new experience that I've been having. Like when we created Leah, it just skyrocketed in terms of creating connections and friends inside of Leah, and even folks outside of Leah, folks that know the brand or watch the YouTube videos, and it just kind of opens the door a little bit easier. Like being there this weekend, the number of folks that were like, hey man, I've seen you on YouTube, or I watch your YouTube videos, and it was such a catalyst to conversations, right? Content is so powerful, and I used to poo-poo content just like ringless voicemails. I thought it was such a waste of time. But this weekend was just really cool to see the dozens of people that were saying, hey, I watched YouTube videos, or they knew the YouTube videos, and that was a catalyst to a conversation. It's like replicates yourself at scale. And so walking into that room on Saturday and already knowing 20 or 30 people that are like, dude, let's chat. I've seen your videos before. That's just cool. That's so cool. And sometimes I'm an introvert, right? Sometimes I don't always want to be the one approaching people, and I can be a little bit lazy in that regard sometimes. And so it's just really, really interesting to see how content kind of leverages yourself at scale, and walking into a room and already knowing 20 or 30 people and starting conversations with them and learning from them and chatting with them. It's just so cool, and such a strong reminder to keep on making these videos, to keep on showing up, to keep on sharing my story, my journey, and hopefully helping people along the way. And honestly, I have a lot of fun doing it. So I appreciate all you guys for the support and the kind words over the years. Really the last year. We've only been doing this for a year. I appreciate you guys. Everyone that I met this weekend, super cool. I hope our paths cross again. One of the cool takeaways this weekend was hanging out with Rylan, who's a coach with us on the Leah side. He also helped us build out the Land Insights platform. We're partners on that. But also, he brought his roommate, Ryan Love. Ryan's hilarious. He's a new land investor. I think he's been in the game for 8 months, maybe 12 months. And they've taken off. They're doing multiple six figures. And it's just cool to see the ripple effect, right? Rylan is one of my first coaching clients. And then Rylan taught Ryan. And, it's just this crazy ripple effect of seeing what this business has done to people, and just the positive impact that this stuff can have. And you really can create a ripple effect. You change one person's life, they change someone else's life, and on and on and on and on and on and on again. And it's not just about the money, right? Sure, you got to make a certain amount to kind of get out of a tough spot, but it's about the fact that people recognize the true power they have, right? When you go from not having a lot of money to making some money, you say, holy shit, I can change my life. If I can do that here, can I do that elsewhere? Can I do that with my relationships, with my family, with my fitness, with my health, with my spirituality? You realize that you are the cause, right? You're not at the effect. You create everything in your life. And that's a beautiful thing to see. And it's just hanging out with Ryan this weekend, I could see the light bulbs are turned on. And this business has done that to so many people, where just boom, it turns them on. It's their first taste of impacting their life and feeling their own personal power. And that's fucking awesome. Anyways, guys, I appreciate you watching this video. If you like these videos, you want more vlogs, give them a thumbs up. I would love to get some feedback on this. If you guys are looking to join Leah, landinvestor.co/apply. Like I said earlier in this video, we've put an enrollment cap. So every month we're only allowing 15 people inside Leah. The month of December, I think we already have 3 or 4 people at the start of the month that have joined. So spots will go fast. All right, guys, subscribe, comment, thumbs up, thumbs down, whatever you prefer. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.
You guys are watching this YouTube video and he's working.
I'm working right now. You guys are
Think about that. Think about that.
Like, oh, that guy's stupid. Really, I'm promoting my vlog. I'm promoting my life. Next big fucking start.